Hey guys, what's going on? Landown AE here, and I don't have a lot of time, so I'm just going to jump right into what I'm going to be talking about today, as vindictive by the title of this goddamn video. So, what I did today, I went into school, and I've known about this for about a week now, is that we were going to have in second hour a 20-minute presentation on bullying, and I'm going to spare all of you guys the boring and retarded-ass details about the videos we watched. Oh, indigestion, but, oh god, it's like that was bad tasting. But anyway, I'm gonna spare you guys the boring and gay details of all the videos we watched that were complete bullshit, and I am going to talk about the PowerPoint presentation that we actually had to read and listen to this. Now, by 11th grade, you'd think people would have common sense about bullying and whether you're a bully or a victim. I don't really give a fucking shit, but you should probably have common sense about what to look for, what not to do and to do, but I'm not saying bullying's good, and I'm not saying that it's the worst thing in the world, but it's pretty bad. So, I read on the PowerPoint presentation that it said if someone is hurting you, don't fight back, run away, and go tell an adult. Now, the run away and go tell an adult is fine in some cases. I mean, if there's a gang of people coming after you, like 3 or 4, or even 2 is pretty bad. If they're coming after you, you don't fucking try and stand there and fight. You run away. You're not gonna be able to take 2 people. But if it's just one single kid doing it to you and he's sizable, you fucking fight back. If they're hurting you, you don't run away. And that's just what the pussification of America has become, is because kids aren't taught to defend themselves or stand up for themselves and be confident. They're told they're weak and that the authority figures will take care of everything, which is complete bullshit, because let me tell you why. I'll tell you why in a second. Sorry, I forgot something that you should probably need to know. Like, in the PowerPoint presentation is like what to look for and how you can spot a bully, and then there's what was it? It was like advice for bullies. It's like some of the advice was what was it? It was like if you're thinking about being mean to someone, just go do something else, like playing a video game or watching TV. No, you don't. Bullies are bullies. If they want to pick on somebody, they're not gonna think fucking twice about it. How fucking stupid are these fucking people to do this presentation that tells people that, hey, bullies actually think twice, they're good-hearted people? No, bullies are assholes and they're not going to think twice about shit. And some of the advice for the victims of bullies voice crack, some of the advice for victims of bullies is that tell him in a stern voice that you don't like what he's doing and tell him to stop. Like, that's gonna fucking work. I have experience with both sides, and I'll tell you why in a second, and I'll admit I was an asshole. But, okay, first of all, when I was in 4th grade, I was bullied by some kid named Darren or something, I can't really remember. I can't remember his last name, which I probably wouldn't say anyway, and I can't necessarily remember what he did, but I remember he was just a dick, and I think he was making fun of me for a lot, for no reason, because I never even fucking talked to the kid. He just fucking went after me for some reason. I don't know what I did. But, long story short, one day at recess, he was making fun of me. He was, like, hitting me around, you know. I remember he, like, hit me lightly in the face, like, just a little light tap like that. And for some reason, I hate being, like, hit in the face jokingly or, like abuse or anything. I hate being even like lightly tapped on the face. It just pisses me off for some reason. So I went apeshit, got him in a headlock, threw him on the ground, and started like kicking him. And I considered that self-defense. And as soon as he got up, he was naturally pretty pissed. And I walked into the school, and I was walking toward the principal's office. And as soon as he rounded the corner and saw where I was going, he hightailed it out of there, and he never screwed with me again. Like that's how you deal with a bully. Now, I understand if there's like, if there's 2 people, you know, I understand that if there's 2 people, you can't take him, or if there's even more people, you can't take him, and that's when you run away and tell a parent. If there's one kid and he's sizable and you have common sense on whether you should fight him or not, you hit him the fuck back, whether Whether you're not sure about if you're going to win or not, you hit them back and you defend yourself. And if you get your ass handed to you, then it kind of toughens you up. And I know that's not the best advice for some people, but, you know, you need to sometimes just deal with some of the stuff that they're throwing at you. And the part where it's giving advice to bullies, it says, like, you know, if you feel like you want to be mean to someone, you just go off and, like, do something else, like play a video game or something. Bullies are assholes either way. I've already said that. Bullies are assholes either way, and they're not going to think twice about it. Now, back to what the other thing said. It's like, it said that I already told you. It was, fuck. It was like, tell a bully in a stern voice that you say, hey, I don't like what you're doing to me, so stop. It sucks. Bullies don't listen to that, and I have specific experience with this because I was never like a long-term bully or anything, and at the time I didn't even know I was bullying, but this one girl was crying, and all of her friends were around to, you know, support her, and she was out on the playground. She was up against the wall. She was like sitting down crying, and all of her friends were around supporting her. Naturally, being a boy, I wanted to fuck with girls, not in the sexual sense, just like I wanted to mess with them. So I went up, and all my friends were laughing and stuff. I feel like an asshole for doing it, and I deserve what I got. But I went up, and I was kind of making fun of them, I think. And I was like, oh, why are you crying? And making jokes and stuff. I forget exactly what I said because I was in fucking 5th grade. But one of the girls told me, hey, stop, and like pushed me away, which is fine. That's what you should do, is defend yourself. Then I kept on going like a fucking asshole. And then all of a sudden, she did something that I didn't expect, and she just socked me in the face. Like, that was a good goddamn punch. She just decked me, and I was so surprised. I didn't even know how to fight back, and I'll admit that I cried. It hurt like a bitch, and I had, like, this huge, like, red mark, and, like, it was started to swell right under my right eye. And the principal, when we had, like, counseling and shit, the principal told me that I did a good job for not fighting back. I was too surprised to fight back. I probably would have hit her back if, you know, if I wasn't so fucking in shock. I mean, it was ridiculous, but that's how you deal with a bully, is that you hit him back, whatever he's doing, and he will stop. I didn't fuck with anybody after that. I didn't even do it jokingly, and I still don't to this day. And it's pretty funny to see all these fucking things that tell people that, don't avoid confrontation because confrontation is bad. No, you fucking hit the fuck back. Then in 6th grade, I think it was, these two assholes sat behind me on the bus, and they always, like, flicked me in the back of the head, which I usually ignored. I didn't really give a shit. They were just being fucking faggots. And they flicked me in the back of the head. They'd flick the back of my ears and stuff. Then one day they started hitting me in the side of the face. And I've already told you, I hate being hit in the side of the face. So I turned around and decked the kid in the face. And it was kind of the same thing I went through, is that he started just bawling. I mean, I got a pretty good punch in there, and I'm not trying to make myself sound like a badass. I'm really not. But I got a pretty good punch. And I was kicked off the bus for the rest of the year, but my dad was perfectly fine with my parents were perfectly fine with driving me to school because I stood up to a bully. You know, that's how you deal with shit. The parents of America should be fucking ashamed because they're all like, oh, stop bullying. It's the worst thing you could possibly do to a child. No, you know what the worst thing to possibly do as a child is mutilate him in this fucking bedroom. It's not the worst thing in the world. There's some cases where kids are really badly hurt, which is terrible, but it's to the point now where kids don't know how to act when they're in a situation like this. You're going to be dealing with assholes for the rest of your life. Why not learn at a young age how to deal with assholes? And I'm not saying, like, if your boss is an asshole, you go up and punch him in the face. No, you should have common sense by then. But most of America now doesn't have common sense. You know why? Because the pussification of America and all this political correctness needs to get the fuck out and have kids go back to the old American way of standing up for yourself and not being a bitch, not going to cry to somebody at the first sign of trouble. You stand up for yourself. I don't get kids are fucking... It's not necessarily a kid's fault. It's more of the parents' fault than anything for not teaching their kids. I absolutely despise this subject, and I hate it when people try and jam it down our throats that, hey, avoid confrontation. God, I probably repeated myself a shitload in this video, but I don't care. It needs to be said. You need to stand up for yourself and, you know, be confident. But anyway, I'm not trying to make any of these sound like sob stories because they're really not. I dealt with them and I'm fine the way I am today. But, and I don't think I'm going to be doing very many more of these videos like this in the future because I don't like doing them. I feel like I make a lot of people do these videos and I feel like I make them because they, like, you know, get views and stuff because bullying is a really popular subject now. And I feel like I'm just trying to get sympathy, but I'm really not. You guys can post in the comments, you know, any kind of situation where you guys have stood up to a bully or whatever. I don't care. Comment whatever the fuck you want. But yeah. Anyway, guys, I've been Landown AE. I hope you've enjoyed this commentary, and I'll talk to you later.